You know that feeling, right? You're in a meeting, maybe a party, or even just like asking for directions,
Hmm.
and your mind just goes completely blank.
Yeah.
The words you need, gone. You start fumbling, maybe sweating a bit, and that fear of making a mistake, it just, well, it locks you up.
Well, I think everyone's felt that at some point.
Absolutely. I've definitely been there. I remember a few years back, this group discussion, everyone's talking, so fluent, ideas just flowing.
Right?
And I had things to say. The words were right there in my head, but they just wouldn't come out. I just sat there, silent.
Wow.
And that day, something just clicked. I promised myself, you know, no more. I won't stay silent anymore.
And that turning point, that personal moment you had, that's really what we want to dig into today in this deep dive.
Exactly.
Our mission really is to unpack how you can actually transform your English, your communication skills, step by step in a way that works.
Not just theory.
Not just theory, because what often gets missed is that learning English, it isn't just about vocab lists or grammar rules.
Right.
It's fundamentally about building confidence. It's about being consistent and ultimately connecting with people.
Connection. Yeah.
And look, you don't need super expensive classes for this. You definitely don't need to be perfect right out of the gate.
Definitely not.
What you do need is the right plan, an actionable one. And that's exactly what we're going to lay out.
Okay, sounds good. Let's dive into those foundational steps then. Mastering English through practice. Where do we start?
First things first.
The absolute first, and maybe the most crucial step. Start with listening. It sounds simple, but before you speak well, you just have to listen a lot.
Immerse yourself.
Yeah, immerse yourself. For me, it's often English movies, podcasts are great, even just YouTube videos.
Right.
And here's the thing, and this was liberating for me. Don't worry about understanding every single word. Seriously.
That's a big one. People get hung up on that.
They do. The goal at first isn't perfect understanding. It's just letting your ears get used to it, the rhythm, the flow of English, like learning a new song by ear.
That's a great analogy.
Look.
The more you hear it, the more those patterns just start to sink in,
Oh,
almost without you noticing.
exactly.
And for some practical ideas, I mean, things like TED Talks are fantastic. Interesting topics, usually very clear speakers.
Yeah, those are good.
Or BBC Learning English. They have stuff specifically for learners. Even listening to the news, maybe slow it down a bit if you can.
Oh, no? Yeah.
Raises a good question for you, the listener. What kind of content actually interests you at your current level? Find that and weave it in daily.
Okay, so ears are tuning in. What's next? Vocabulary.
That's the one.
Right. Build your vocabulary daily, but not just randomly collecting words, right?
No. Be strategic.
Here's where it gets, I think, really practical. Aim for, say, 5 new words every day. Just 5.
Manageable.
Totally manageable. But, and this is the important bit, it's not just memorizing, it's about using them.
Actively. Active recall.
Yeah. So, take those 5 words, write 1 sentence for each, and then don't skip say the sentences out loud.
Speaking them. Key.
It forces your brain to connect seeing, writing, and speaking.
That multisensory thing, it works wonders for memory. Really helps cement things. Like, take a word, maybe reluctant.
Okay.
Don't just memorize reluctant means unwilling. Write it, say it. She was reluctant to speak in front of the class. Something like that.
Makes it real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It shifts it from just knowing the word to actually being able to use it. It becomes part of your active toolkit.
Makes perfect sense. So we're listening, we're building vocab. What about actually talking?
The scary part for some.
Yeah. The next point is maybe a bit counterintuitive. Speak daily, even if you're alone.
Your secret weapon.
Totally. Your judgment-free zone. No one's listening, no pressure. Stand in front of the mirror, talk about your day.
Sounds silly, but it works.
It really does. Record your voice reading something in English. Talk to yourself while you're doing chores. I do that.
Me too, actually.
It's about getting comfortable with the physical act of speaking English, hearing your own voice. Make mistakes. Who cares?
It's so liberating. And, even when you're alone, you're not entirely alone now, are you? With technology.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
Think about apps like Cambly or HelloTalk. They connect you with actual people to practice with.
Right, for real conversations.
Or even simpler, for pronunciation. Just use Google Assistant or Siri on your phone. Say a sentence. Does it understand you? It's like instant feedback.
Huh. That's clever. Never thought of using Siri that way.
It's amazing how accessible solo practice can be now.
Okay. Let's talk grammar. The big G.
Oh,
People get so stressed about it.
the elephant in the room, yeah.
The advice here is learn grammar, but not all at once, please.
Definitely not all at once.
My advice, start with the basics. Present simple, past simple, future simple. Those three get you really far in everyday chat.
The backbone, really.
Exactly. Don't get bogged down trying to master, like, the past perfect continuous before you can even say, I went to the shop.
You'll pick up the complex stuff later, naturally.
You will as you get more confident. And please, please remember this. Making mistakes is not failing. It's just proof you're actually trying. It's progress.
Absolutely. It's about progressive learning, isn't it? If you aim for perfection from day one, you just get stuck.
Paralyze.
Yeah. Get the basics, start communicating, then build. Fluency comes from using it, not just knowing rules.
So true. Okay, one more core habit for the learning phase. Write something every day.
Writing. Important.
Even something small, a journal entry about your day, today I felt. Or an Instagram caption, a short email.
Doesn't have to be an essay.
Not at all. Daily writing forces you to structure your thoughts in English. It helps with clarity, vocab recall, sentence structure. It all connects.
It really solidifies things. It makes your thinking in English stronger. And if you need ideas, use prompts.
Like what?
Simple stuff. Today I felt proud because, or if I could change one thing about my day. Makes it less daunting, more personal.
Yeah, it turns it into reflection.
Right. The question becomes, how can you fold this into your routine so it feels natural, not like homework?
Good question. Okay, so those are the foundational learning habits. Now, let's broaden out. Communication skills beyond just the words.
Yes, the bigger picture.
First up, be an active listener. This is huge. Communication isn't just about you talking, it's about really getting the other person.
Hearing versus listening.
Exactly. Show you're engaged. Make eye contact, nod, smile, little things like or I see.
Those nonverbal cues.
They build connection instantly, and actually it helps you prepare a better response when you truly listen first.
It's so true. Active listening doesn't just help you understand better, it actually primes your brain. You start anticipating language patterns. It makes your own speaking feel more natural when it's your turn.
Interesting. Never thought of it priming my brain. Okay, building on that. Think before you speak.
Pause. Breathe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't feel rushed. Take a beat. Organize your thoughts. Even really fluent speakers pause. It's normal. It shows you're being thoughtful.
It's about clarity over speed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Taking that moment means your message is likely to be clearer, more concise. Intentional communication.
Intentional. I like that. Okay, next. Learn small talk and situational phrases.
The conversation starter.
Yeah. Don't underestimate these. Practicing simple things like, how's your day going? Or what do you do? Where are you from?
Seems basic, but
They're so powerful. They lower the barrier to starting a conversation, build your confidence in those initial moments, make things less awkward.
they really do. They're like social lubricants. Reduce anxiety, help you initiate and maintain chats, build rapport without heavy topics. They're the gateway, really.
Definitely a gateway. So something we often forget. Body language is 50% of communication, maybe more.
Huge impact. Nonverbal communication.
Think about it. Standing straight versus slumped. Making eye contact versus staring at the floor. Using your hands naturally.
It all sends a message.
Exactly. Your body speaks too. Try to make sure your physical message matches your verbal one. Stand tall, make comfortable eye contact, let your hands move a bit.
It's that holistic view again, isn't it? Not just what you say, but the whole package. How you say it, how you hold yourself. It boosts credibility.
Totally. Okay, here's a big one. A common trap I see all the time. Stop translating from Hindi or whatever your native language is.
Yes, the direct translation trap.
It's such a big mistake. It slows you down. Instead, you have to consciously try, really try, to think directly in English.
How do you start doing that?
Start small. Narrate your actions in your head. I'm brushing my teeth. I'll go to work now. Simple stuff. Build the habit daily.
It feels weird at first.
It does, but it's like rewiring your brain. Translating means thinking twice native language than English. Direct thinking cuts out the middleman.
Much faster, more spontaneous.
Yeah.
Creates those direct pathways in the brain. Enhances fluency.
Exactly. Okay, final point on communication skills and maybe the ultimate challenge. Speak in front of others, face the fear.
The deep end.
Kinda, but you have to. Join a discussion group. Volunteer to present something, even something tiny. Speak up in a team meeting.
Even one sentence.
Yes, even one sentence. That fear, it won't just vanish. You have to face it. Step into it. And honestly, once you do it, even just once, you feel amazing. So powerful.
It really is a game changer. And maybe ask yourself, listener, what's the absolute smallest step you could take, maybe even today, to start facing that fear? One comment in a meeting, that's a win.
Huge win. Okay, so we've covered learning habits, communication skills. Now let's talk pitfalls, the common mistakes that hold people back.
Yes, important to be aware of these.
Because they're often mindset issues, not ability issues. Here are 5 big ones straight up.
Okay.
Number 1, waiting for perfection. It'll never come. Just start.
The perfection trap.
2, comparing yourself to others. Bad idea. Focus on your journey, your progress.
Everyone's different.
3, skipping practice on busy days. Even 5 minutes is better than nothing. Consistency trumps intensity here.
A little and often.
4, focusing only on grammar. Important, yes, but communication is much bigger than just rules.
Need the whole picture.
And 5, this one's tough. Giving up after getting judged. Someone makes a comment, and you stop trying. Don't. Your progress is for you.
That external validation trap. These pitfalls, they often come from wanting to be flawless, which just isn't realistic when you're learning.
Right.
Avoiding these traps, just being aware of them, can seriously speed things up. Because ultimately, success in English or anything complex, it doesn't happen overnight.
No magic wand.
Nope. But that consistent effort, even tiny steps, they add up, they compound. You improve faster than you think.
Absolutely. So as we kind of wrap up this deep dive, maybe one final thought to leave you with.
Yeah.
You don't need to be perfect to start speaking. You really don't. You just need to be brave enough to try. That's it.
Well said.
Every expert, every fluent speaker you admire, they were once a beginner too. Fumbling, making mistakes, pushing through.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So the takeaway, start today.
Today.
Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Even if it feels messy, even if your English feels broken, just keep going.
One word at a time.
One word, one sentence, one conversation at a time. And as you think about all this, maybe the question for you, the listener, is this.
What is it?
What's the one English habit, just one, that you will commit to starting from today?